I see nonprofits make a disastrous mistake in January of every new year. Executive director, development director, this video is for you. What I see well-meaning teams often do is they have year end, maybe they do a thank you email, maybe a thank you letter if we're good, and they want to leave it at that. They pull all their year-end donors out of their communication stream, so to not as to overwhelm them. If you do that, you will lose donors, and you're going to miss out on significant revenue. I'd like to lay out 3 things you can do in January to mid-Feb that will, 1, make sure you keep all new donors, 2, make sure that your donors continue to give throughout the year, and number 3, give you confidence that you and your team are on a strong start to the year when it comes to your fundraising and cultivation communications. Number 1, January should start with an enormous focus on thank you. Every donor, $10, $25, $5,000 needs to receive a thank you note. Handwritten is preferred, but when you're doing things at scale, I know that's difficult. So maybe you prioritize $1,000 and up. Those people get a handwritten thank you note. Everyone else maybe uses something like Postable to send out mass thank you cards, merge in their name, personalize as much as possible. Otherwise, if it doesn't feel like a thank you, is it really a thank you? Make sure you're using email to thank, so they get a second thank you via email. Obviously, you want this done close in proximity to when you received the gift, but make sure you're caught up and you're getting caught up in January. Phone calls, those are amazing to do, especially for new donors and larger gifts. Again, we're prioritizing based on the size of your file. That's why I recommend prioritizing and segmenting who you talk to and how you do it, but you want 3 thank yous per person, regardless of the size of the gift. The second thing is a print donor newsletter. Print. Email will not be as successful. Now, could you combine email and print? Yes, please do that. We've seen in some testing up to a 300% lift in response rate when you combine both channels. This newsletter, I would recommend 3 to 4 stories of impact. So amazing stories, don't make them convoluted and complex, very simple stories that are easy to skim, but tie it to the donor. So donor, your gifts help make this possible. And you want that to go out mid to end of January. This is the best way to keep your donors, to upgrade your donors, to make sure people don't feel over solicited. This is key. Spend time on this. I would make sure this gets done January, February. I would try to focus. Please do not brag about what you do. Talk a lot about what your donor does. We all like when people talk about us. That will get you the best results in terms of revenue raised later and gifts in response to the newsletter. And then my third recommendation is you need to ask again. I would run a campaign into February. We know that for a first-time donor, the likelihood of getting a second gift from them, which would mean retaining them, is highest in the 45 days following that initial gift. So you need to ask again. I did a video a long time ago. Don't rest your donors like a steak. You've got to ask again. So how do you strike a balance? All right, like I said, 3 thank you touch points as soon as possible after the year-end gift. It can be simple, all right? This doesn't have to be a huge production. A very simple 3 to 4 story newsletter sharing how the donor's gift made a difference. You can also ask for a gift at the end if they'd like to give, but you make it a soft ask. And then 3, you want to run another campaign. Obviously, you can push it to March, but try to keep that window close. You don't want to rest your donors. Keep them in the communication streams. And a fourth bonus tip is book a free discovery call with me. If nothing else, you can get on there, show me some of the comms you're sending out, direct mail, email, and I'm happy to give you some My name's Danielle Wallace. I'm the owner of Grow Better. I help small to mid-sized nonprofits, but increasingly large nonprofits optimize their donor communication program. Some people come to me, they have a very small program and they're looking to just continue to grow and learn what should my year even look like? Like what should my communication calendar look like? Stuff like that will do, but as well as take a look at the comms that are going out the door and making sure that they are optimized for maximum response. So if you're interested even a little bit, I'd love to meet you. You can book a free call with me and I hope to chat with you soon.